Okay, today we're making 38 special word cutter, and I'm putting between point 0.5 and point 0.15 and 0.16 of powder. So that's what I get. Then I can put all this in just here in my and here are bullets. That's what they look like. Here you go. I'll just do the first one and show you what it looks like. I've just primed them about 10 minutes ago. This is what they look like now. Voila. Okay, and the aim is to make 50 as quick as I can. As quick as I can from the time they're done correctly. That's what really matters. And these bullets are really good at 50 meters. If I do this really well, I have a tendency to hit the 10, and if I'm bad, probably hit the 9, but that happens. And worst case scenario, I may hit an 8. And in the bad days, in the really bad days, I actually can hit a 7, but that's really bad days. So I have a path I use, which go primed to the powder, from the powder to the press, and that makes it so that I don't ever forget to put the powder in a case, especially in a revolver or even in a pistol. I have noticed that if I use a 38 special round without powder as a test, I did that as a test, the bullet has a tendency not to come out the shell, because the shell, the bullet is actually very long, so long, and they have a tendency not to move out just with the primer. So here we go. I'm going to test again the weight. I'm going between 0.15 and 0.16, and obviously that doesn't work out really well. At all. So let me double check out what went wrong. Did I double dose it? No, what I didn't do is I didn't, there we go. There we go, back to 0. I have to tear it again. There we go, that's the tar. Start again. Is this a bit low? That's 40.9. I guess that's good enough. 15, that's good. And just to make sure, because this happens, start again on that one. Let's start again. There we go. That's what we had before. Now putting the powder back in. Make sure I'm doing 15 to 16. Yeah, that's good. It's a little low, but we're talking thousands here, so that's not a huge issue. Go. And that's all really well. So as you can see, it's important to check the weight once in a while. So far so good. I'll just do another one just now. Tear it again. Go. Here's the tar. That's it. It's almost 15 to 2000, and that's not much. I'll try again. The aim of the game is to produce those 50 bullets quick enough. Start again. Tar is at 0.2, back to 0. Put in the powder. Yes, that's perfect. I'm shooting lead. I have a tendency to also like shooting the full metal jacket, which is also good. I have a tendency, obviously, not to put lead into the barrel. Let's try again. Here's one. Okay. Let's put the tar. Okay. Add the powder. I've increased it just a tad, just before. That's just perfect. Start again. Perfect. That's good. That's exactly what I want. So it doesn't make much of a difference if we're talking thousands of a gram, but we don't want to. I'm trying to put a small load of powder because it's what goes really well into just about all of my Smith & Wesson guns, whether it's the revolvers. I've got a K38, I've got a 15 model, I've got a 19 model, and I've got a couple more pistols. So let's start again. Let's see what the bullet looks like now. I don't know if anyone's watching. I can't hear anything. I can't actually see anything either, but this is what they look like. Another one on. With the tar. Some powder, as usual. .6. It's still a bit low, not much. And I'll just give it, just to open it up just a tad, there we go. That's it's pretty good. Usually when it's only 2-digit, you don't see this happening. Here we go. So we're doing pretty well. Just about done half a box. Everyone has an issue with the setup of the tools to make the 38 go into the gun. I've noticed that the chamber of my Colt 1911 chambered in 38 special, or should I say my Smith & Wesson rather, my Smith & Wesson's 52-2 is the one that uses the shortest 38 watt cutter bullet. So that's what I've set it up for, making sure that all my bullets fit into that gun. So I have to push the bullet a little bit further in. We're talking a tenth of a mil at the very most. So that's nothing major. Let's check again the powder weight. There we go. doing good. And that's the way to make 50 rounds in just a few minutes. It's good to make a video and make it on live, because you see the time it takes to make these 50 rounds. And I'm taking my time. I'm making sure that the weights are okay. I'm double checking everything. You've seen the previous video where I was priming these shells or cases. I think in America you say shells, and maybe in Australia you say cases. Maybe not. I'm using a simplex press with all these tools, and depending on what job I've got to do, I can actually rotate the tools and do whatever I need. Right now I'm doing, this is to deprime 222 Remington cases. Then I've got this one to do the 38 special watt cutter to put them in. The next one is to do rounded nose. One is to do 45 and one is to do 9mm. I think the last tool I will use and put in that hole there will be the case to reload the 222 Remington. Otherwise, if we reload everything, we never see the end of it, and we could spend a lifetime just doing that. So I like doing my reloads, hand loads myself, because they are, I find, more accurate, and this is what I have tested in my guns. And when you hit multiple tens in one go, you're happy that they are your hand loads rather than the one which are manufactured, which are good, but they have a tendency to be pretty well loaded, because they want to make sure that each of the guns they will be used in can cycle properly. So they have a tendency to make a minimum load, and that minimum maybe the maximum of what you need to make something accurate and precise at a shooting 25 meters or more with a revolver or with a pistol. Okay, we're almost done. You notice the way I do it. The shell goes first to the powder, from the powder to the press, and then adding the lead in there. And that's the way. Let's test again the weight. We go back to 0. Okay. 15.2. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And we're good. So I don't know how long this video has been for, and I'm not checking this out because I'm just trying to see how long it takes me to do these 50 cartridges. I have a guy which makes the slugs for me. He's in the south of France. They don't come so cheap because transport is expensive, and because the slugs are heavy. But I found that these are the most accurate slugs I've ever had, by far. I used to use full metal jacket, total metal jacket slugs, and I thought that they were a bit less accurate than the lead Let's look. So I'm keeping these, and we're done. Here we go. We're doing pretty well. Trying to keep the pace up. Trying to talk you over what I'm doing, why, and how. Hope this can help some of you reloading. You see, and that I'm always taking the same path from the shells to the powder, from the powder to the press, and then I make the slug go to the case, because I want to make sure that it's all done precisely and there is no missing powder in one of my reloads. If I could, I would do a video with one of these without powder, just to show you what happens. And it might be my next video, shooting a 38 special without powder to show you what it does. It only takes a minute, and then you'd be able to see what it does without having to do it yourself, obviously. And it's only a question of wasting one primer and one slug, because once you've done so, the slugs are really tightened to the case, and using the inertia hammer, I'm having a really hard time. Well, I'm having a really hard time. It's just impossible to get them out. I've tried that, and that didn't work out really well for me. So here we go. Soon to have finished my 50 bullets, and I'm reloading for the next time at the range. Here we go. That's pretty quick. I'll put one here, which I will test for the weight in a few seconds. Here we go. That's the pace I'm at right now. Okay, putting in the powder, weighing it again. I'm sure it's going to be okay. So I'll just keep on without missing a beat, doing other ones, other cases. I hope this shows you how it's done. It may be a bit long, I'm sorry for that, but at least you've seen the whole job. You've seen 50 shells being filled with the powder. It's almost there. Another trick, and as you will see, is you can fit 38 wad cutter bullets into 9mm case boxes. I'll show you in a minute how it's done. And instead of having those huge boxes, which I will show you, that's what they use normally for 38 special cases. I think it's written 38, 37. Here we go. But I find it very easy as a trick. To put the bullets into a 9mm case. Another 2 more and we're done. Well, thank you for following. Be sure to leave a comment of what you like, what you don't like. This one has been quite a long video, And I wouldn't watch it entirely myself, but if it helps you in the way of reloading in any way, well, if it helps you at least a little, I'm happy for you, and that's what matters. And here they are. I've done my 50 bullets now, and as you can see, I could either fit them into this huge box or this little box, but as you can see on these ones, I fit these bullets, so you can use 9mm cases. Takes less room than these huge cases. Thank you for following, and see you soon.